And also we're adding the audio interface in here. Max has an Apollo. Universal Audio Apollos. And he also mentioned he has a lot of the cards, the UA cards in his computer, UAD cards in his computer as well. So he can have that DSP power. First, rest in peace to Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD was known for being a leading figure in the emo rap world along with the SoundCloud rap genre. Doing my research, I realized how hard Juice WRLD worked and how hard he stayed in the studio working and recording, and I have a lot of respect for him. But what is behind his signature sound? We've done our investigation and we found one of Juice WRLD's most used vocal chain, and it is a whopping $10,000+. What's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my home studio. I am your host Archie Beats, and today we have one of Juice WRLD's vocal chain, which I'm really excited about. I actually listened to an interview, read through articles, I searched the internet, and I found it. This has been honestly one of the most requested vocal chains on my channel. And what do? I come through for you guys because this is what this is about. Also, what is your current vocal chain and what is your dream vocal chain? Comment it below. And who vocal chain should I do next? Comment that below as well. And if you're interested in anything that you've seen in my home studio, be sure to check the description below. I have everything listed down there. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell if you like videos like this. Thank you. RIP to Juice WRLD, and shout out to the engineer producer Max Lord, a key figure, a really big key figure in Juice WRLD's sound. He's stuck in there with them. They worked in the studio. When I was listening to the Pensada Plays interview, I was like, wow, I have so much respect. Now I hear his music, but when you just listen to the story that goes behind it and all of the hard work that Max put in for 808 Mafia, hey, listen, we gotta give these engineers their flowers. I'm an engineer and a producer myself and a singer-songwriter, and we have to talk about these guys, man, especially the ones that are out there and giving the information and at the same time in the studio just hammering out these amazing pieces of work. It takes a lot and it takes a special skill to take an artist's idea and capture that idea and work with them and collaborate with them and create something that everybody is proud of in the studio and put it out there to the world and hope that everybody enjoy it. And it takes courage, and you just hope it inspires the world somehow. So the type of vocal chain that we're covering today is the capturing process. It's how they captured the vocals, how they recorded it. And we're also going to talk about what Max used to process the vocals. Instead of, like I normally do, I cover a song, the vocal chain that was used for a particular song. Today we are covering a vocal chain of a certain moment in Juice WRLD's life. So as we navigate through each piece of gear for this vocal chain, the microphone, the preamp, the compressor, I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on why I think they chose that particular piece of gear for what it's worth, and then we're gonna discuss some inexpensive options. So let's get to it. From this photo here, we cross-referenced with the interview for Pensada Plays. I'm gonna actually post the interview in the description below. So once you finish watching this video, please check out the interview. It was a couple of years back, but finish this video first. With this screenshot, this picture right here, I cross-referenced that with, of course, what Max discussed, what he used. And obviously here they started with the microphone, which is actually a microphone that I own, which is the Norman U87. This microphone is $3,600. This set with the shock mount, the cable, the case. It's fairly expensive. This was my first dream mic, so when I had the opportunity, I invested in it. I went to GC Guitar Center and I purchased it. Best decision I made. I love this microphone. I understand why R&B singers use it. I understand why rappers use it. I understand why everybody uses it, and that's because it has a nice clarity and pronunciation, a nice 10K bump right up there, and it captures a lot of information in the vocals. You can look at the TLM 103. The TLM 103 is not as expensive. It's around $1,100, which stands for it's transformerless. To me, it's not as hot as the 87, but to the untrained ear, the details are definitely there. Here is a kicker. You guys are listening to an emulated version of Juice WRLD's entire vocal chain. And now for the shocker. So we discussed the Norman microphones. So let's talk about another option here. This right here is the Universal Audio Sphere. Shout out to Universal Audio. This microphone is actually 38 microphones, and the Sphere LX has 20 microphones in it, including the 87 that you can emulate with it. It comes with it. Not, their microphones aren't in it. Now let's move along to the next part of the vocal chain. In the same picture with Juice WRLD, Max mentioned also other preamps and things that he used, such as the GML Pre. This right here looks like the GML 2032, which is GML single channel microphone preamp, and it also has a parametric EQ on it. This is pure analog royalty here, and I know you can pick this up for around $3,700, and quite honestly, it's really Neve-ish to me as well. Here I see the Bay 1073. The Neve 1073 is an incredible preamp. Majority of my engineer friends and professional colleagues out there live by this. The Bay is the closest thing to the original 1073, Neve 1073 out there. The Neve 1073 has that Neve hot, warm sound, high detail. The character of your microphone flows through it. It gets a nice boost before it hits the compressor, and it's not really destroying your microphone signal. It's actually adding to it. It's giving it a little character, with the heat that it adds to it. I hope that makes sense. Now, the Neve 1073 and Bay 1073 are expensive. I actually have a Neve preamp, and I have the 5211. I cranked the silk up on it to actually emulate a 1073 because it's my favorite preamp. I just haven't gotten around to actually getting my 1073 because I've been really cool. I don't want to disrupt my vocal chain now, but we're getting one in here. Universal Audio makes a Neve 1073 preamp, and you can get it with the Apollo, with the DSP version, and also you can get it with Spark. $14.99 a month. You can have that plug-in, or you can buy it outright. So if you have a DSP-based Apollo audio interface, you can buy it for $99 and you'll be fine. There are no updates and fees, crazy fees that are being added in there, so you have the opportunity to get that. $99 and you can get that. Waves make some pretty cool stuff. I do have everything listed in the description below, so you guys can check it out down there as well. So on to the next piece of Juice WRLD's vocal chain. Next, we have the compressor. You guys see what it is. It is the TubeTech CO1B, which Max also mentioned as well. Great compressor, great optical compressor. Once again, this compressor is doing its job. It's adding a nice glue. It's keeping everything in pocket, but not really taking away from the dynamics, just kind of gluing everything together. One of my biggest pet peeves in recording is when you have a really awesome singer, an amazing singer, or a really great drummer and pianist that really, has some accents and that really express themselves playing and singing, and a compressor just do this. There's no dynamics. Everything is just completely just emotionless and squashed to hell. I hate that. But the CLB from TubeTech doesn't do that. When you use it correctly, it doesn't tear your signal up. So all that beautiful from the 87 going to the Neve, the Bay, and once it hit that CL1B, you have that beautiful signal, and it still keeps its information and keeps its dynamics, and that's what I love about it. Now, that rascal is around $4,000. I understand why. It's amazingly built and it lasts a very long time. But there are options. You do have the Universal Audio Soft Tube TubeTech. You guys know Soft Tube makes one as well. And they have the Mark II. Universal Audio just released the Mark II. Great emulation of that compressor. Like I said, Beyonce, everybody used this compressor. Anybody you can think of, this is pretty much the end game before it goes into the DAW. And also, we're adding the audio interface in here. Max has an Apollo, Universal Audio Apollos. And he also mentioned he has a lot of the cards, the UA cards in his computer, UAD cards in his computer as well. So he can have that DSP power. And as we do research, I will drop all of those plugins in the description so you guys will be able to go through and check that out as well. So I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, be sure to comment your question below. Don't forget to be great and create. This is your boy, Beats, and I am signing off.